you can see what it looks like at the cat cafe, and they're everywhere. They're all over.
Having fun, Lindsay? Having fun?
So now we are at the Shinjuku National Garden, which are free, and we're in the greenhouse, and they have all these really pretty orchids. They're beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Cool hanging plants.
Definitely carnivorous.
Yeah, they look like they're carnivorous. You get to walk through them.
There's another crepe place.
Great place, and they have all these different flavors.
Flavors for days.
Flavors for days, and they look like this, and then they wrap them up, and you get to eat them.
I hope you get to eat them. People everywhere. That's where we just came out of.
So today we went to Shinjuku, and we found a cat cafe. So it's a restaurant, sort of, and they have like 20, maybe 30 cats, and you just go in there and you get to play with them, and you can buy chicken, like shredded chicken, that you can feed them, and it's just fabulous. But there was one cat with like he was like a huge cat.
Like absolutely massive. Looked more like a dog than a cat.
He scared me. He was giant. And he had a red scarf around his neck, which means you weren't allowed to feed him because he had kidney disease. So that's probably why he was so scary, because he's mad no one was feeding him.
He also wasn't the most friendly of cats. He would fight with some of the other ones.
Yeah, cats would come sprinting out of nowhere. And it was just because that one was being mean. But all the rest were just sleeping on people's laps and making forts and playing games. It was great. And then we walked to
The park in Shinjuku.
Shinjuku National Park. It's free. It was really pretty, and we found a zoo conservancy kind of thing. It was just like Como in St. Paul, but it was in Japan. And it was pretty cool. We had some footage from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we walked all the way to Harajuku because I wanted a crepe, because everybody talks about how the crepes from Harajuku are the best. And I don't know. We were gonna eat before we went to the cat cafe, but I don't know. We ended up spending an hour at the cat cafe, so we didn't eat. And then we were gonna eat on our walk to the garden, but we actually didn't see anything except for like a KFC and a Burger King, and we didn't want to eat stuff we can get back in the States. And then we like took a back road essentially, and there was just buildings. There wasn't restaurants or anything. So we got all the way to Harajuku, and we hadn't eaten since like 5 or 6 a.m. and at that point it was like 3. So we were really, really hungry. So it wasn't as fun as it could be. And I think if you have small children or you're claustrophobic or you don't like crowds, you should never ever go there because it's essentially the Minnesota State Fair times 2.
And it's every day that it's like that. We had to sort of push through people. And it was just packed. It was kind of crazy.
And people push through you. So, but there's a lot of interesting fashion. I actually spent, we didn't leave today until
Noon.
Well, because we saw the giant clock thing outside our hotel at noon.
Yeah, they every 3 or 4 hours, they do a performance on the clock.
And we've been meaning to go at
6.
6 that's the time we usually get back because we're still not adjusted to time zones. So we wake up at 3 or 4 every day and then we go to bed at 6 or 7.
3 or 4 a.m.
Yes. But we decided that we were just going to wait so we would catch it at noon because we'd for sure be awake. And so since I knew we were going to Harajuku and fashion is a big deal, I put my hair up with a bow for Amanda. Yeah. And this is a cool necklace I got for 80 cents yesterday at clearance at Forever 21. 80 cents, and it's a locket.
We have to put pictures in there yet.
Or secret treasures. I don't know. What did you think?
Harajuku is really cool, but like you said, it's pretty freaking packed, so if you don't like lots of people, you're going to be in problems. But there were a lot of cool shops, a lot of little things there, so it was a fun place to explore. It would have been better if you weren't super hungry from not having eaten for several hours.
And then we went to a restaurant. Tell them what you ordered.
So there's a few restaurants in the area of our hotel that have English menus because they know that some of the people that stay here don't speak Japanese. And we saw some stuff and I'm oh, this looks pretty good. So I got a Taiwan vegetable pasta thing. And it looked really good on the menu, but then when we got it, it was this little tiny plate because there's supposed to be an appetizer. So I ate an appetizer, and then we got a
bun.
A mushroom shrimp bun.
So it's essentially a giant wonton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As we split that, and then Lindsay got a shrimp noodle soup, and that thing was huge. It was this big. So we split that.
I ordered real food, and you got an appetizer, and I
was starving.
You were way more hungry than I was. But we got crepes in Harajuku.
We did. The crepes were really good. All the crepes were dessert crepes, so they had ice cream crepes. They had, I got a cheesecake one. You got a chocolate ice cream and whipped cream crepe.
An Oreo.
Yeah, there was an Oreo one. They had some other ones. There was a cooked salmon crepe, and they had a Caesar salad crepe. There were some interesting things there.
Yeah, they're not like crepes in the U.S. where it's just flat or maybe folded in half with stuff in the middle. These are rolled up into a cone.
Ice cream cones full of stuff, and sometimes it is ice cream, and sometimes it's salmon.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun, though. It was a good time.
Tomorrow is our last full day in Japan.
Yes.
What are we doing?
We're going to check out, I think, Shinjuku again.
No.
What's it?
Shibuya.
Shibuya, yeah, that's right. Shibuya and Shinjuku are kind of close. But yeah, Shibuya, because there's some stuff up there that we haven't been able to check out yet. So that should be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.